I quit coffee for 30 days, and it has been the best decision I have made for my health in years. Hello everybody, my name is Raina. I'm a registered nurse, homeschooling mom of 2, and now a Tennessee realtor as well. And this channel is all about what I eat or don't eat on a high-fat, meat-heavy keto, aka Ketovore diet. Today, as you can tell by the title of the video, I'm going to talk about how I quit coffee for 30 days, how a coffee lover was able to do that, and the changes that I have seen. It was actually by accident. It kind of kick-started off by accident, and then the changes that I saw were so immediate and so clear that I had no choice but to play it out and see if those changes were just a coincidence or if they were legitimately from my lack of coffee. So I'll talk about how it happened, right? How I accidentally went on this coffee-free challenge, the changes that I saw, which I'm really excited about talking to you guys about, because I really didn't think I'd see anything. I didn't think I'd notice any changes. And then we'll talk about kind of where I'm gonna go from here. First though, I want to explain how much of a coffee lover I am. Like, if you're in the keto carnivore space, do you guys remember when every carnivore influencer was like going coffee free, was doing this like challenge to see, right, how it was affecting their health? And when you want to grow your channel, you typically want to follow trends, right? You want to do what everyone else is doing to grow your channel. I was like, is it worth it for me? Like, a few more people watching my videos, is it worth it to quit coffee? No, it wasn't. No, this was, I guess, several months ago, maybe over a year ago. And I considered it. I legitimately considered, like, should I do it? Because everyone else is doing it. Should I try it just to see what happens, right? I did not do it then because I did not want to purposely do it. That said, let me tell you how it actually did happen. So one Sunday, 32 days ago, because today is my 30th day, I had just had lunch and I wanted a snack. So I had some Greek yogurt, and I had made a habit of having it with some Equip protein. The beef protein, it's delicious. I only had 2 flavors left. I had salted caramel and iced coffee. I had tried it with the salted caramel before and it was delicious, but I just thought, what the heck, let me try it with iced coffee. I didn't know, right, if those 2 flavors went together, the Greek yogurt, the sourness of it, or the tartness of it with the iced coffee flavor, but I was like, let's just try it. It was not good. I tried some, it was not good. I had a few spoonfuls because I was like, maybe I just have to get used to the taste. Let me keep trying it. I had a few spoonfuls, but then I just couldn't finish it. It was not good. I threw it away. Okay, so that was around noon on a Sunday. And then the next day, I wake up, like the next morning, I wake up feeling like absolute crud. I woke up and like my muscles were hurting. I could hardly get out of bed. Every muscle hurt. I didn't even know I had muscles that hurt. It just hurt so bad. I remember I was making breakfast for my kids and I could barely stand up. Like, I had to bend over and just like lean on everything. It was so weird, so strange. And I was like, for sure I'm coming down with something. I just didn't know what. Well, and I remember I didn't want anything. I was like slightly nauseous, but I made me a cup of coffee. Out of force of habit, I made me a cup of coffee. And I remember like halfway through thinking, why am I drinking this? It tastes so gross right now. So I didn't finish that cup of coffee. I don't think I had anything to eat, like a full meal that whole day. Anyway, so strange. It turned out to be like some kind of 24-hour thing. And then next day, I wake up feeling fine, except now I don't want coffee. Like, the smell of it is like slightly nauseating. I'm not craving it anymore. So weird. And I say the story about the yogurt because I don't think I got sick from the yogurt for sure, because I would have felt sick like later that day. But something about the iced coffee flavor, I think, in my yogurt, and it wasn't good. I think that something of that had to do with me now feeling nauseated when smelling coffee, because it would remind me of the coffee flavor in the yogurt. That was not good. Anyway, that's how it happened. And then it was about day 3 or day 4 without coffee when I realized I haven't had a headache. Not one. Not a one. And headaches were one of those things that was like, what do I call it? Insidious, like a creepy thing for me, where it would, I don't know if insidious is the right word, but it was very slowly like creeping up to where it got to a point where I had headaches, at least a slight headache every day, like a slight pounding in my head somewhere. Several years ago, I had tried to go off coffee, but I got pounding, caffeine withdrawal headaches, and that's why I got back on coffee again. But this time, you guys, nothing 3 days in, and I was like, this is such a relief, because I remember I would jump on, the trampoline with my kids, and my head was just pounding. I was like, I don't want to play with you. I don't want to do anything. I didn't want to do anything that would elevate, right, the pressure in my head. So when that was gone, I was convinced, right, that it was the coffee, and I had to stop it for 30 days. So I did. And lo and behold, no headaches, 30 days, like zero. Even when I don't sleep well, that was something that was like a trigger for me. When I didn't sleep well, when kids were waking up in the middle of the night, and I just had, not slept well, that caused my headaches. Not anymore. I don't get it. So I'm mind blown, as you can imagine. Another thing that I noticed, do you guys know, like when you get really nervous, your mouth starts getting dry? I've been in several situations. Well, that happens to me. I don't know if that's a normal thing, but your heart starts racing when you have some kind of like anxiety about something. It could be something good or bad. And then your mouth gets dry. Well, I've had several instances, right? Being in real estate, met lots of new people. And there's been several instances where I'm like put in a position of, in an anxiety provoking position, and my mouth was not dry. And just, I don't think I've noticed that like ever happening at all in these past 30 days. So I don't know, right? That's something that I know, the headaches for sure, it couldn't be a coincidence, but this maybe could be a coincidence, but I don't know. It would be way too much of a coincidence if you ask me. So no dry mouth. And it makes sense because caffeine is diuretic, right? It makes you pee out more, so it could potentially dehydrate you, and it can dehydrate you. But I wasn't, it's not like I was having a ton of coffee. I had actually gone down to 1 cup of coffee a day. Now where I'm going on with this is I really miss my coffee now. I really miss it. I just got some Nespresso flavor, some new like pumpkin spice, and then I think there's like maple pecan flavors. I've never tried that one. So I'm really anxious to like try it again, but I'm gonna start with maybe every other day, 1 cup of coffee, and just be very mindful of the changes that I see, because, maybe a headache was kind of like the outward symptom, but maybe it was doing something inside. Maybe it's not, it's not good for me. So I'm going to try it. I'm going to try reintegrating it and seeing how I do. And I'm going to stick just with Nespresso for a while, then maybe come off of Nespresso for a while, and then go back to, because I was drinking coffee from Honduras for my in-laws' coffee farm. So I'm going to maybe, experiment with that a little bit and see if maybe there's a difference, right? Maybe one or the other was causing the headaches. But I miss it. I look forward to drinking it. I look forward to finding out how, even more how it affects me. Thanks so much for watching, you guys. Let me know in the comments if you stopped drinking coffee, how it affected you. I will see you in the next one. Bye.